In the last episode of our journey to Pinehurst and Southern Pines, we got to kick it with some goats.
Gather round now, this is story time.
And sample their cheese.
Uh-oh. You might climb me.
And we got schooled by some kids.
I give you 1.5 feet, you give me a couple feet extra, it's okay.
We got a tough crowd out here today.
A little bit.
We kick off this episode at Talamore Golf Resort in Southern Pines, which consists of the private Arnold Palmer signature design, Mid-South Club, and the recently remastered Talamore Golf Club. We hooked up with the general manager, Matt Hausser, to discuss the recent changes made and what makes Talamore unique to the area.
Matt, where are we standing right now?
Standing on the 9th tee box at Talamore Golf Resort, right in the middle of the home of American golf. Plenty of golf around here, and USGA events come here. We've had Ryder Cups here. I mean, you know, you name it, we've had it here with Pinehurst, Pine Needles. There's a lot of great golf. Talamore Mid-South are actually unique to the area with a lot of elevation changes, where some of the courses are a little bit flatter. We have a lot of elevation changes here. We did a major renovation in 2016 of this golf course, took out a lot of bunkers, added some pretty unique sidewall bunkers to the area. A lot of elevation changes, a lot of uphill shots out here. Visually, it's nice to see. So out here, you've got to hit some shots and you've got to play it right because you can get into some trouble out here. This can be pretty good there.
Oh, these are slick.
Oh.
Nice.
We've got llamas.
Not everybody can say that.
No, not everybody can say that, but we've got 4 of them over on the 14th hole. And when we first opened up, they were caddies, and they'd carry 2 bags, and you'd have somebody lead them around, and they'd go out and caddy. See if they're out and about. Oh, yep, there's one. They'll follow the ball. I mean, you'll hit it. They'll look down the fairway after you hit.
Look at this guy. Who's that, Arnie?
Yeah, that's Arnie there. It's a showstopper. You know, you got a busy golf course and all of a sudden you see somebody walking around playing golf with a couple llamas. They're part of our logo, they're part of our advertising, and we've added a few the past couple of years. We've got Arnie, who's about 2 years old, and Jones, who was just born at Christmas.
I can only imagine who they're named after.
Yeah. Jones is Reese Jones because he's a designer of Talamore, and Arnold Palmer is a designer of Mid-South.
Arnie, what's happening, my guy? You like camera? Excuse me, I'm looking for Mr. Jones. Oh, that's you. Got it. We're gonna go hit a shot. I'm gonna try to look like you, all right? We're gonna hit a little drive down 14 here. You boys wanna come out and check it out?
Talamore was designed by Reese Jones, opened in '91. It was ranked one of the top 5 new courses when it opened. And then in 2016, what started out as a greens conversion from bent grass to Bermuda turned into a whole course renovation. We eliminated right about 72 bunkers from the golf course, added the sidewall bunkers. It's been a great turnaround for us.
Is it a win-win for you guys with so much golf in the area? I mean, you know, you hear of some of the big hitters, Donald Ross, #2 at Pinehurst, maybe Pine Needles and those properties, but there's great golf all around this place.
When all the other courses have success, then we all have success. Go in there.
Oh! What makes this whole community and culture special?
You know, it's weird to say, and it's kind of cliche, but a lot of people just fall in love with this area.
All day with this guy.
We've got a big influx of military over the last few years, and some older people have retired here. You've got the younger, so it's a great blend of people. It's just great golf everywhere.
If you're playing Southern Pines Golf Club and go looking for your ball, you might just end up at 195, a place that shakes up killer spicy margaritas and serves an eclectic American cuisine driven by locally sourced ingredients. Sign me up.
It's a hodgepodge of things that people really just enjoy to eat. So we've got curries, we got fried chicken sandwiches, tuna tacos. It's a good atmosphere, fusion mixed with a little bit of modern. We have no boundaries.
Where are you from?
From Pinehurst, North Carolina. Born and raised. I've moved away and come back. I love it here. I absolutely love it here. It's quaint. Downtown Southern Pines is great. The village of Pinehurst is great. It's definitely a unique place.
This is like Hawaiian style. This is right up my alley.
That's it.
A little poke taco.
That's it.
Dude,
Yeah, so we got our tuna poke taco. Super simple. Just like you said, Hawaiian.
I just got hit with that sesame waft and I'm digging it.
There it is. Fried chicken sandwich. We serve this at lunchtime.
As a West Coaster, I'm feeling this is a Southern delicacy right here, fried chicken. You guys do it best, right?
We tried really, really hard to make that sandwich dynamite.
Tell you what, man. I grew up in Honolulu. I now live on the coast in California. We got a lot of ahi, a lot of poke.
Yeah.
Just stacks up.
Yeah.
Stacks up, it's really good.
It's super simple. We try to do good food. We try to do it consistently as possible. Once we come up with something else, you know, we like to try it out. We implement it. We just want really jam up food that you can come. It's gonna be affordable.
All right, we're cutting into this.
Look at that, that's juicy as hell, man.
That is juicy.
Here. I'm gonna hold it up.
Thank you.
Here.
Best food we've had so far.
Experiencing juicy as hell, we wanted to go a little bit further.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Red's Corner, right in the heart of downtown Southern Pines. You don't have to go far looking for good food and drink in this town, and in fact, here, it comes to you. Pull up with family, friends, or both to get a taste for the community alongside some locally grown entertainment. We met up with a few friends you may recognize to close it down. Southern Pines. Well, these pines are actually longleaf pines, and we learned their significance to the area on a field trip out to Weymouth Woods. Park Ranger Billy Harkness took us for a spin.
Up in, boys. Going tree hunting.
And schooled us on the nuances of this nature preserve.
Our ecosystem is called a longleaf wiregrass ecosystem. So longleaf pine trees are the dominant tree species, and wiregrass is the dominant grass species, and all of that is promoted by fire. And so this ecosystem has to have fire in order to thrive. You might want to step off you're standing in poison oak. Nope. Thanks. No problem. That's not one of our plants you want to get too familiar with. It causes a pretty nasty rash. This is the Boyd track. This is one of the 3 tracks at Weymouth Woods. This track was very important for us as it came to state parks because it is a fairly unique place. It has about 100 acres of old growth longleaf, unheard of this far north. You can find some tracks that large maybe down around Florida or Georgia. Up here there's just not large tracts of old growth longleaf left. It all got cut during settlement.
So this is what we're surrounded by right here, right?
Yeah, so all of these trees you see are longleaf for the most part. There's a few other little hardwoods that are interspersed. We do prescribed burns throughout the year as often as we can. There's a whole lot that goes into it, right? You can't just go out and strike a match and burn the forest. It would be a lot easier if that's what we could do, but we do it as often as we can because it's what this ecosystem needs in order to thrive.
And how important are longleaf pines to North Carolina's history?
Longleaf pines were the source for the naval store industry. It's where North Carolina really made its mark economically in the beginning. Most people think of income in North Carolina as starting out with tobacco, but longleaf pine were the original cash crop for the state.
You ever take time yourself to come out here and just take a moment and take it in?
Of course. If you didn't, you probably don't belong in this job, right? Like that's what attracts most of us to it is being able to be in the settings that we are.
You a golfer, Billy?
I've never played golf. I've played disc golf, does that count? Not really.
This is the exact same thing we do, just at golf courses.
It's what you love, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is the transfer of passion.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, sir. That is your 474-year-old longleaf.
There she is.
That's her. This is the oldest living that we know of.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. You can give it a hug. Be a tree hugger, man.
Yeah, she'll probably still be here while I'm long gone, right?
It's probably nearing the end of its life expectancy, but she's still doing good right now, so.
Good to hear. We appreciate your service and for keeping this place running and alive.
That's what we're here for, right? That's what being a park ranger is all about. Taking care of the land, being a good steward, and teaching other people how to be a good steward too. That's what we're all about.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Coming up next, it's about the veterans.
When they said representing the United States of America, Captain Josh Payton, my knees went weak, and it was something bigger than myself.
And more stories about stories.
They say that the smaller the ball, the better the literature. There's a lot of great literature on golf, not a lot on bowling.